I joined 12 by 12 at the very beginning of my author journey. Before January 2012, I had written one terrible children's magazine story about capybaras, which I tried to submit to one children's magazine. And then in January 2012, I heard about Julie launching the 12 by 12 challenge. And that was the moment that I jumped in. So I've been a part of 12 by 12 since the beginning, and 12 by 12 has been a part of my journey from the very beginning. 12 by 12 has helped me in so many ways, but that very first year, I learned so much just from the community, and it provided a real access to resources, different classes that I could take, connections with established writers who were always providing information that was so helpful. And it helped me meet my first critique group. And many of us are still together 10 years later. And from that critique group, I got my accountability partner, Marcy Colleen, and we get up and write together every single morning, checking in on our phones. And that's been a real motivating factor to get drafts done, as well as the whole challenge of writing or revising a picture book a month. I have 3 books, 2 books out, one almost out, and every single one of those was a 12 by 12 draft. So I can trace every single one of my successes and every aspect of my life back to 12 by 12. So my next book is The Fire of Stars, illustrated by Cybert Honor winner Catherine Roy, coming out from Chronicle Books 2023. And this book has a lot of links to 12 by 12 for me. A critical one was actually Renee Latulippe, who teaches the Lyrical Language Lab and has been involved in the 12 by 12 community for a long time. And I had written a very plain, boring draft of Cecilia Payne's story. And then when I connected with Renee through 12 by 12 and took her course, it really brought this book to life. I'm happy to say that 12 by 12 was a part of this book's success. I have a couple more books in the pipeline. I have a graphic novel coming out. We still say 2023, but I think that date might push. It's called The Light of Resistance. It's illustrated by Barbara McClintock, and it's the true story of Rose Valland, an art curator who spied on the Nazis in Paris during World War II. So that's my next book. And then I also have another picture book with Little Brown coming out in 2024 called This Is How You Know. It's a lyrical love letter to science, and that will be illustrated by Cornelia Lee.